The best way to memorize a textbook isn't in any app or guide. It's a 5-minute recall method used by Tokyo University students. It might feel strange at first, but science shows it works better than most traditional methods. By the end of this video, you'll know how it's helped Tokyo students stay at the top of global rankings for years.
Join Weekly Hacks now.
You've probably been there, highlighting whole chapters, rereading the same parts, then forgetting everything during the test. Most students remember less than 10% of what they read after a day. It's not because they're not smart, it's because they're using methods that don't work with how the brain stores memories. I was that student too, until I learned what Tokyo University students do differently. Here's the key. Passive reading doesn't help memory. Active recall does. Think of regular studying like filling a bucket with holes. The 5-minute recall method doesn't just fix the holes, it gives you a stronger container. And the best part is that you don't need any special tools, just your brain and a freaking timer. Here is why it works. Your brain doesn't care how long you spend reading. It only gets stronger when you try to remember without looking at your notes. Tokyo University students have turned this into a system. It might feel weird, but it gets results. It's like building muscle memory, but for your brain. Recent research backed this up. A study found that active recall is linked to higher grades and test scores. Another study showed that spacing out your practice, testing yourself at set times, helps you remember more in the long run. One study found students using this method did 40% better on finals after just 3 weeks. Imagine, 3 weeks. That's like moving up a full letter grade without studying more. Here is the formula. Recall plus spacing equals better memory. It's science. Here is how the Tokyo University method works. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Read your textbook with full focus, not just skimming, but really engaging. When the timer goes off, close the book. Say or write down everything you just learned. Check what you missed. Reset the timer and keep going. Key is focus on recalling, not just reading. This is where most people give up. Don't. The first few times you will be surprised at how little you remember. Here is a tip you must not miss. Record your recall attempts. Then review them before tests to see where you need work. It's like a custom study guide. I open a chemistry textbook and spend 5 minutes reading about chemical bonding. When the timer goes off, I close the book and immediately summarize what I've learned. The focus isn't on memorizing every term, it's on grasping the types of bonds, their properties, and why they freaking matter. Tokyo University students use this method because it fits their culture. Their education is built on discipline and structure, just like America. Anyways, a 2023 survey found that 80% of Tokyo students use systems like this. That's why they do better than American students in general. I'm being serious. For their tough entrance exams, this system helps them break down hard topics into smaller parts. Adopt their mindset. Discipline plus structure equals mastery. Here is a 7-day challenge to start. Day 1 to 2, you want to try it with 1 chapter of your hardest subject. Start small. Day 3 to 4, you add your second subject. You'll notice you'll recall getting better. Day 5 to 7, use it in all your study sessions. By now, you will see the difference. Consistency matters more than being perfect. Tokyo students don't use this sometimes, they make it their main method. Over time, the results add up. Pause and decide. Which subjects will you try this with first? Write it down. It helps you stick to it. The difference between average students and top performers is not intelligence, it's method. This simple 5-minute system, used regularly, can change your results. Here's a tip Tokyo students use before tests. 24 hours before, they do a compressed recall session. They go through all their 5-minute recall notes quickly, creating a mental map of the whole subject. It's like a practice run for the test.